Hi, I'm Debbie DiGiulio. Welcome to the 2015 Revere Beach International Sand Sculpting Competition. I'm here with my friend Ed DeVoe. Ed, I'm so glad to be back with you.
It's so great to be here. Let me tell you, I've been involved with this for about 5 or 6 years, and I've watched it grow over that period. It's been going for a lot longer than that, but to see it become an international festival, and I think we have 20 sculptors this year, so the number of sculptors have grown, and the countries they represent. I think there are 8 different countries, and now we've got doubles as well as solos, so it's incredible. And then I think it's over the weekend, they're going to have amateur competition where families can actually come down and participate, sign up and participate.
So my suggestion was maybe the DeVoe family might enter.
I think, I could probably get a couple of them to come down here on Sunday afternoon. I know a few who would love to be playing in the sand.
And Ed, let me tell you, we came down today and we saw the center sculpture, and it is just amazing. One of the big attractions, obviously, was the Revere Beach Bandstand. Is that amazing?
It is amazing, and I was looking through it. There's so many things in there, and now that you say it, and I did pick it up. I saw it there, but I didn't recognize it for what it was. And yeah, that's fantastic. That, when you look at the spirit of Massachusetts, you think about Revere Beach as being part of that spirit, and this is something we've talked about for many years since I've been doing some of these shows and so forth. Is how much Revere Beach, the prominence of Revere Beach has become spread as a result of this festival. People now come, they know more about the beach, and they enjoy the beach much more, so it's great.
Well, I think I saw last year we had 700,000 visitors down to Revere Beach, which is the first public beach. So again, yes, I agree. It is part of the spirit of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
The Patriot, the State House, the Gloucester. Everybody, we're going to be showing you Meredith's update, and I'm sure we have footage for it. So why don't we do that? Why don't we introduce Meredith's update?
Welcome to Tuesday's update of the 2015 Revere Beach International Sand Sculpting Festival. We're well underway with the centerpiece, actually so well underway that we are going to be finished with the centerpiece today. Last time you saw it, did not look like this. Look at all the detail that has happened. You'll notice in the centerpiece that the last time we looked at it, we did have some of these iconic landmarks blocked out, but now you'll notice there's a lot more detail. The State House, take a look at the State House, just the fine detail on the columns. Then we've got the Zachem Bridge is completed, the North Church. If you look in the middle, right where Pavel is, this is Guy working on the horse. Every once in a while, it's really nice to have an actual model of what you're making. And we were fortunate enough today that the Stadies came by on their horses, and it was a beautiful moment. Suzanne actually got to go and really take a real good look at the horses. They modeled for her for a little while, and then she took pictures of the actual horses and used those when she was incorporating it into the horse that Paul Revere is riding. You can also look farther down and you can see that the Gloucester Fisherman is completed. We've got some codfish that will be completed down underneath the Gloucester Fisherman. The lighthouse is done, and the Rhinestein Bandstand, neat little feature. The sculptors were a little bit ahead of schedule, so they got creative with the bandstand and they put people in the bandstand playing instruments and enjoying the music. You'll also notice, though, that there are fewer sculptors, and the reason for that is because we have pulled some of them off the centerpiece so that they can go and put their forms together. They're allowed to do all the preparation off the clock. So that's what they're doing now, so that they'll have all their forms ready to go first thing in the morning when the competition starts at 8 o'clock. There's a lot more than you would think when it comes to putting the forms together. You just look at the wood and, oh, well, it's just wood. It's like construction work or something. But they have to have in their mind what they're going to be carving so that they know how to configure these wooden forms. And there's one of the sculptors using plastic forms that you might not see now, and we'll probably get a look at those tomorrow. They don't need as much preparation time, so that'll be something interesting we'll be able to show you tomorrow.
Okay, we're back. Thanks, Meredith. She always does a great job giving us that recap.
And I like all the little facets that she throws in. Like, for example, they were talking about that they actually used live state police horses this morning to try and get a good perspective on Paul Revere's horse that's up there on the Spirit sculpture.
Well, they're artists.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, they are definitely artists, and they, they need to
And
use.
They spare no measures. I mean, they bring in models. Maybe some year we can be a model.
I don't know. Some of them I've seen. I don't know if I want to be a model. So tomorrow, 8 a.m., they start the competition. Now, we know what that involves.
Oh yes, it's a lot of work. I mean, they start to create their forms. They've got to actually build the forms. Then they've got to load them up with sand. Then they put their water in there and they tramp the water down. I don't know if you've been in the form when they're tramping down the water. I did it once and it feels like quicksand. It just brings you right down. And it's a lot of work. So hopefully they're going to have a day similar to today where it's not too sunny and not too hot, because that's very, very laborious work.
It certainly is. Now, I know that Dan, did you hear this, that Dan took my place doing interviews? That Dan, because I think
Dan Belcher.
Yeah, I think his hair is better than mine.
Well, let's go see what Dan has to say today.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, thanks, man. This is what good friends I have. This is Dan, and I'm back doing, it's getting a little rowdy here. Everybody's getting a little giddy for tomorrow. We're doing the final interview with the well, not the last, the first, who knows. Members, competitors in the doubles competition. We have Mr. David Ducharme from?
Canada.
Yeah, but come on, be a little more specific.
From BC.
And?
Close to Winlaw and Kootenays in the mountains. I grew up in Montreal.
There we go. Okay, that explains it a little bit more. And
The accent?
no, just everything, where you're from. And your partner is the wonderful Mr. Ilya Filmontsev.
Yes.
You're from?
Moscow, Russia.
Okay, there we go. And one of the and you guys, this is your first year here at the Revere Beach competition, correct?
Correct. Ilya got invited, and I think then he invited me to compete with him.
Cool. And you guys have competed together before, right? In what form?
Harrison Hot Springs, this 10 years ago, yes, we won.
Yeah.
We was team with Peter Vogelar and Bill Dole, and we won first place.
First place team, so these guys have a record, and honestly, two of the finest figurative sculptors in the whole sand sculpting world. So you're going to see some amazing stuff out of these guys. You are, now you're locked into it, so you just, it has to happen. So, but do you guys, this is your first time with the sand. I know you've heard a lot about it, but did it come into play in your design, and do you want to share anything about your design?
Oh, really, I don't know this, how explain what we will do. This.
No, did you think the design is special for this sand?
I'm not sure. This just is some expression. Inspired.
No, I don't think so. We're not.
It's possible.
We did not design this especially for this sand.
Okay. But it's something you've been wanting to do. You've talked about this for a while. Yeah. What you want to do, or is it something you came up just recently?
What? A couple of weeks ago?
Yes. Yes, we started like a couple of weeks ago, and really this make most work this 2 days ago.
He stayed up till 3 last night.
Oh, okay, that explains it. Okay, okay, all right. Well, I'll let you guys get back to building forms. You can see what they're doing here, preparing for tomorrow for all the shoveling. So, thank you guys, appreciate it. Talk to you later.
See ya.
Okay, and now, hey, do you mind? We're gonna do an interview. Mind? I'm just kidding. So we're back. We're back with three of.
Was it right now that we have to?
No, we're doing that. Where'd he go?
Joby, come on.
Okay.
For me.
Oh. Yeah, he liked to make
Okay.
entrance.
So, like I was saying, we're back with three of the other competitors in the solo competition. We have all three of these people have been here before. We have the wonderful Miss Mélange Beauregard from.
Planet Heart.
Yeah, but give it like a city. You're from Quebec?
Saint-Hippolyte.
In Quebec? Yeah?
Quebec, province of Quebec.
And you've been here how many times?
Once.
So this is your second time? Yes. Do beautiful work. And another wonderful gentleman who does incredible work, Mr. Guy-Olivier Duveau. And where are you from, sir?
I'm from Quebec City, in Quebec.
And this is your second time also at this competition?
It is.
Excited?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. You guys like the sand so far?
Show us your excitement.
And another man who needs no introduction. We have a guy who's won just a few times, Mr. Joby, aka Jonathan Bouchard, and you, sir, from
Saint-Calix in Quebec.
And you've won this how many times?
Too much times in a row.
Yeah, we're kind of like thinking, why don't you just like drop this and start doing something worthy of your talents, like cure cancer or something like this? Can't you like just keep kicking our butts? Or is this a little too much? What?
Mais je pense vraiment hot avec
What?
ces petits bouts-là.
Non, mais là, tu fais quoi, là? Tu nous niaises-tu, là? Nous autres, on va sacrer notre camp si t'es pas content.
I don't know how to take that.
Ben, smile.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to smile.
Why not? We're smiling.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Well, if you're going to do the whole French thing, forget it.
Oh. Maintenant, il boude.
Come on! I wanted animation.
Faut qu'on rie.
And hi, this is Dan. I'm back to do the final of the interviews with the competitors of this year's contest. And the last competitor from the solo contest that we're talking to is the wonderful Miss Sue McGrew from
Tacoma, Washington.
And you're back for how many times now?
Oh, I have to do math. My first time was in 2009, and I've only missed 1 year, so that makes what, 5? This is my fifth
24,
time.
24, and I'm not good at math either, but that's okay. So, and you've done pretty well. You've won, and you've placed a few times.
I won a couple times, but it's been a while. It's been a couple years, so gotta bring up.
Pressure is on.
There's a lot of pressure. The competition here is incredible.
It is incredible. It's pretty fantastic, and you might even want to look out for some of the people who are right next to you. That might just be a little bit intimidating. Maybe not.
Yeah, Marielle.
Marielle's awesome.
Incredible artist.
And then some Yahoo next to you.
I'm not sure exactly who's next to me. I haven't seen the guy yet.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know. Looks like a slouch. He's not really done like he has much ambition. Anyway. So you got a strong idea for that. You always pretend. See, here's why. No. I'm calling it. I'm calling shenanigans. You always pretend like you don't have an idea. I don't know. And then you go, ha! Oh, I pull amazing out of my hat. Yeah. See, there you go. So come on, give me something.
No, nothing.
I shut her down. I shut down Sue McGrew. Not too many people get to do that. So thank you anyway.
And we're back from Dan. You know, he does such great interviews. I feel like I'm going to have to pass my mic over to you.
It's getting heavy. Oh, I haven't held this in a while. It feels nice. Well, you know, beyond today, of course, as you said, they're going to start with the competition tomorrow. They're going to start doing their forms, and then they'll start creating all their sculptures during the week. Now, looking as we go along, and I think the whole festivities really get started on Friday. I think the kickoff, and they start putting stuff together. But we're going to have a hot air balloon ride this year. The food trucks are coming back. They're going to be a bigger Ferris wheel than we've seen before. Debbie, we've got to go up on the Ferris wheel once again. You ready for this? I mean,
Ed, I was thinking the hot air balloon. What do you think?
The hot air balloon, yeah, why not? Yes, yeah. Then we could go to the Ferris wheel.
Okay, sounds good. Boy, you guys in for a great show this year.
Yeah, you know, and you know, we have to, you know, kudos to the Revere Beach Partnership. And like
Absolutely.
I said, you know, this thing has been growing and growing. It's a great group of people that work hard basically all year long to make this
certainly do,
happen. And
yeah.
Eric Lynch, who's the executive director,
Erin Lynch,
and her
executive
team, and
John
all
Hamill.
the people, John Hamill, and all the people on the
Right.
board.
Yes, all the people on the board.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
work tirelessly,
Yeah.
you know, and all year to get this going. And I think they're all behind the scenes most of the time. I mean, I think we're going to try and get a lot of them, maybe if they will. A lot of them won't do the interviews because they're humble. You know, they won't do the interviews, but they work very hard to get this done.
And one of the other things I forgot to mention is that I guess in the upcoming festivities, of course, there's entertainment. There's going to be musical
Yes.
entertainment all weekend long. If I remember, Friday is Senior Citizens Day. I think there's going to be a big band on Friday. You know, so it's going to
There's
be
some
so
great
much.
entertainment coming in, great bands coming in. So yes, that's important. The food trucks, if we didn't say that, food trucks,
Yep.
great.
That's always great.
Yes, food trucks are great. So stay with us. Today's Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow morning to opening ceremonies. And for Ed and I, take care.
Take care.
Attend the 2015 Revere Beach International Sand Sculpting Festival on Friday, July 24th through Sunday, July 26th. This year's event includes hot air balloon rides, live entertainment, gourmet food trucks, children's sand sculpting lessons, an interactive learning zone, exhibit booths, rides for the kids, and a spectacular fireworks extravaganza on Saturday night. So park for free at Suffolk Downs and take the T to Revere Beach or Wonderland. This event promises to be bigger and better than ever.